Welcome back. It has been 2 months since I assigned the Backlit Photography Photo Challenge. I think what happens is I'm giving myself lots of time to do these challenges rather than you guys, because you guys are actually fairly prolific about this. Uh, I didn't do great. I started off real strong. The October trip we did, I did a lot of backlit stuff, and I'm pretty happy with that. And then I just sort of stopped. So we'll go through your guys' stuff first. All of the submissions are on the Discord in the Photo Challenges channel. If you're not a member of the Discord, check it out. There's like 1,000 of you subscribed to this channel, and there's like 150 people on the Discord, and it's free, and it's where a bunch of photo nerds hang out, so it's kind of cool. You're welcome to join us. So we'll just jump right in here. Backlit Photography Challenge. The only rule is it's got to be shot on film. That's it. Don't have to print it. It doesn't matter what kind of film. It doesn't matter when. I kind of use these, or try to use these, as an excuse to like play along and go shoot new work, but not everybody does, and that's cool too. So from the archives, AO posts this, which is like frickin' classic. Can't go wrong with it. Beautiful color on Kodachrome 64, so it's from the good old days. Pre-1996? Is that when Kodachrome stopped being a thing? I don't remember. I gotta watch that movie again. The Netflix movie, whatever, or movie that happens to be on Netflix about Kodachrome, actually quite good. It's called Kodachrome. Nice, AO. Good color. Good contrast. Nice leaves. Alessandro says HP5 Plus on a Rolleiflex 2.8A, which is like, damn. Backlit trees. Dude, come on. You can't go wrong with backlit trees. I fucking love backlit trees. You know, missed opportunity that there's no like beautiful sunspot flare thing, but it actually keeps you focused on what's happening in the picture. You can actually see the trees. I'm reminded of horse's legs actually looking at this. It's cool. I love it. You got like some crazy swirly bouquet going on over here. Shit's dope. Good black, good white. Nice trees. Kozan, Leo. Look how frickin' sharp this is. Damn, that looks like a frickin' Naritsu scan. Gorgeous. From a Canon, I remember it was a Canon AV1 and Fuji C200. Look at those greens. Gorgeous. This guy's particularly adorable. Love that. Looks great. Good tones. I'm here for it. Good job on photographing an empty playground, because I'm sure if there were a lot of kids in there, you can get in trouble, you know what I mean? Jay Foster, Graflex 4x5. Printed, mind you, on Ilford Cold Tone Papier. Love this. Super low contrast. Very ethereal. Nice big sunspot. Like very clearly, beautifully backlit. Super about it. Good leaf texture. Nice little berries going on over here. Adorable. Little blur, so it's like a moment. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on a little bit of blur. In fact, I'm about it. Your photographs don't need to be technically precise and perfect and sharp all the time. This is an adorable moment, and it does exactly what I bet Jay Foster is hoping that it does. Super cute. Good job. Great necklace, too. Kodachrome 64 again from AO, back in the day. Minor green shift, but shit happens. Actually, I take that back. It may not be a green shift. It may just be green leaves in the foreground and then yellow in the background. And then green again in the background. So that makes it feel more green than I think it actually is. Love that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. More Kodachrome. These are pretty. That one does feel shifted green. These don't feel like they're white anymore, but it works. Like it's like a monochromatic green thing that works. And you got great separation from the background. Love that. Sun must have been high enough? Low enough? Who cares? It's awesome. Little dew. Looks like some water droplets going on out here. I'm here for it. J. Foster. Somewhere where there are pecans. Sweet. I want to see this scene with like a 60s convertible. You know what I mean? Like no other cars, just a 60s convertible just raging down the lane. Love that. We don't have trees like that here, so those are really pretty. I mean, technically speaking, I'm not sure it's backlit. It's kind of more side lit, but who cares? It's pretty. That looks like it's fucking solarized. That's what that looks like. Those are really dark. How did you manage to get those so dark? Did you put a filter on this bad boy? That's crazy. Crazy talk. Ken D. Chesser Island Homestead in Georgia. FP4, 35mm. Bro, that's my jam. Got yourself a nice little sun, whatever. Got yourself lots of tree detail. Like, yeah, I get it. Images like this have a tendency to be busy. It's hard to isolate a subject, but the tree bark is dark enough that it does isolate reasonably well, at least the body of the tree, against everything that's happening in the background. And you got enough exposure that your shadow detail is really nice. It looks really clean. Real purty. This one, looking down at the trees from a viewing tower, this one fucks with my head. One, it feels like a negative. Because the fill, all of this is so much white, I'm used to, like, that hurts my brain a little bit, which is cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Once I am able to convince my head that this is a positive and actually start looking for the detail, I can see it, but it's still fucking with my head, like, big time. I dig it. You need like a hipster walking through the scene, you know what I mean? You don't need that, it looks great. Eric Johnson of Raleigh's Camera. Raleigh's? I always do that. I've known Eric for years and I still can't figure out how to pronounce the name of his shop down in Sedona. Okay, shot this on 4x5 specifically for it. Crushed it. Low contrast as fuck. But low contrast as fuck plays into the foggy morning vibe that he's aiming at and definitely achieving here. I wonder how this image would behave without the film borders, but in this case, I think they help anchor it. Like they frame it in such a way that the film borders are doing what they're supposed to do. I like it. I wouldn't hate a little more black, especially in the foreground, to help give me like a spot to hang out, but nobody asked me. This is not the critique session, Matt. Okay, fine. Nice shot, Eric. I dig. Also, fucking classic fall color. What did you shoot this one on? That's 4x5 also. I can tell because I can see where we clipped it to dry it. But no borders on this one, which I think is a good choice. On my screen, it looks like it could use a little more warmth, like a little more yellow, and maybe a little more magenta. This looks a little green. But I love that you got this line that just leads you like straight into it. I almost feel like we're not standing at the bottom looking up, but we're standing on like a bridge looking across it. So that's freaking cool. I love that. Good shape. Good color. David B. Kodak Tri-X 35 printed on Ilford fiber-based multigrade. Fuck yes. That is timeless. Look at that. One, grains for days. Like that's a grainy little bitch. And also good blacks. Nice little like implied movement, implied story. Like there's something going on with this fence over here. Big white beautifulness. Dude, crushed it. I love it. I love it. That's gorgeous. More of that, please. Ooh, here we go. David, 1875. Hasselblad and big ass macro on Lomo Metropolis, which is actually a film I've never shot before, but I love the tones in this. This is like Cinestill 400D mellow version, you know, but super muted, very pastel. I like it. You could crop this image like any of 1,000 different ways and it's going to look really good. I could see brightening this to help match some of this pastel-y shenanigans, but it also works the way that it is. I dig it. Good lens flare. I've noticed on Hasselblads, the lens flares that I used to get when I was shooting on Blads tended to be like gross. there's really no other way to describe it. Like, one, hexagonal, which bleh, and two, just icky. But this looks really nice. Like, I can see a little bit of flare here, little way the fuck over here. That looks way better than the stuff that I was getting. So, nice shot. Azatlandan. Let's see. Tri-X, Pentax K1000. Can't go wrong with that combo. Damn, that's a lot of detail. And, God, you know, I haven't shot Tri-X in probably years at this point because getting it is difficult, and getting Ilford HP5, which is very similar, is so easy. But there's this crunch that you get with Tri-X that you don't get in HP5. It's not the same. Tri-X is really pretty. I like how, back on track, you left the blacks up from 0 a little bit. Like, I can tell that there is detail here, even if I can't see it on my screen. I love these little specular highlights you got going on in the fur on these flowers. I don't know what you would call it, but they're freaking cool. I definitely dig it. It looks great. Good job. And Azat Landan has actually been printing this. I've seen since whatever, the last 10 days or something that he posted this, he's also been posting prints of this image in progress, which is really cool. Lars Bunch, the LA River, backlit with a badly scratched rear element pointed into the setting sun, Ilford Delta 100. I never really care what shit's developed in, but thank you for telling us. HC 110 dilution B. Shot with an Alpha Prisma reflex. I'm not sure that I can tell that the lens is scratched. I love your low contrast, super extra Pro Mist 3 vibe. All these nerds and their Pro Mist filters, like, just get a fucking old film camera and use that instead. It's better, it's probably cheaper, it's way more fun. Ah. This looks great. Good detail. I'm here for it. I like it. Oh, damn. Fucking total opposite. Okay, so from here, low contrast shenanigans to extraordinarily sharp Hasselblad shenanigans on Ilford Delta 400. Pulled a stop, which means thermonuclear shadows, right? Don't mind that Discord is completely ruining this file. I apologize, Steve, for what has happened to this file. I don't work for Discord, so there's nothing I can do about it. But I see that you've left your borders here. I can see the Hasselblad notches because you're a classy bitch. I appreciate that. Looks great. Punchy. And you're stopped down far enough that you get a nice little lens flare-y thing going on here. And again, I don't know what it is. You get a really nice, really clean lens flare out of whatever lens you're using, and I never did. This looks great. I'm jealous. J Tayag. Fucking 8x10 like a boss. Look at that. God damn. Ektar 100. Great color film stock. And not necessarily the film stock I would have shot in Joshua Tree. I have this thing about shooting Portra in California, or even gold, which they're both much warmer. Ektar is like a lot more cool / neutral, but you got like a lot of green rocking and rolling through here, which is not something I usually associate with scenes like this. It looks fucking awesome. And you put the sun in the perfect spot. Gorgeous. I would love to see this same shot, but instead of at f45, at f5.6. And see what happens with all of these repeating patterns. Love it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Matthew Finn. Oh, he tells us. Pro 400H, Pentax 6.7. Interesting colors out of that bad boy. I love your little... Very nice. Very nice. Clean as hell. Love it. Tri-X 4x5 speed graphic. Self-timer. Is this a self-portrait, Mr. Film Phoenix? I bet it is. And again, sorry that Discord is ruining files. But yeah, I'm picking up what you're laying down. Got some shenanigans over here. Man, backlit stuff, you know, it's like we've all been trained to not do the backlit thing. Like, don't put the sun behind you. Put the sun in front of you. Smile, say cheese. This is like, it's like the opposite of that, and I love it. Rob Herring, drummer, festival, Flash Olympus AF1. P3200. Okay, so let's talk about P3200. This is a Kodak film stock that they produce specifically to compete with Ilford Delta 3200. And it's so good. P3200 gives you mid-tones. Look, you can see skin tones. I assume that Rob has done at least a little bit of editing and or brightening on this, but like brutal, crushing blacks, nice big white highlights, but actual mid-tones in several places. And I feel like Delta 3200, unless you do some shenanigans in development, won't do that. I love it. Beautifully done. Okay, now we're to my images. I did not do a very good job, but I did some job. So I actually printed several of these images that I'm going to use in the bar area of like the gallery. So I've got this guy, which I like. I wish this lamp was like a slightly different shape for obvious reasons, but I do like it, and it is reasonably sharp. Same thing here, just feeling it, you know, just vibing, bouquet for days. It's cool. It's a freaking cool table. I was feeling it. And then this, I'm not sure if this is strictly speaking backlit, but it's backlit enough. I actually shot this on color film, and I'm not vibing the color film. I think I shot it on like 400D or something terrible. It's on a terrible film stock. It's just not what I want out of this. The black and white, low contrast edit with a little bit of black to ground us. Feels much more my style. I could crop it, but I like this. This is nice. Not great, not amazing, and maybe not even backlit, but cool. That's what I got. That was us. I have not yet even thought about the next photo challenge. So we'll get there when we get there. Let me know what you think the next photo challenge should be in the comments down below. I'm open, you know? We'll give it another week or two, and then we'll publish a video where we do a new one. Because it's always good, especially during the holidays, especially as things start to get cold and wintry and somewhat terrible. It's good to have like something to do, something to chase after. Let me know in the comments down below. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord so that you can participate in these amazing things. See you in the next one.